Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Feece Show. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Feece News. Today we will be talking about, I'm not going into politics, that whole election thing with Biden and Trump. Who cares about that? I'm talking about stuff that matters. First of all, Green Day is making a new album. And didn't they just make one? Like, in 2020, it's still 2020, and they announced to make a new album in a couple months. It says November 27th, they will make a new album. And it will be called No Fun Mondays, apparently. I'm excited about this album. According to a couple music articles, they will be making albums. Oh, I need to put the recording do not disturb sign on. There, that's important. Gia, shut up. No Fun Mondays. There are gonna be about 14 songs on the album, according to these articles, where Billy Joe posted like this list of all the songs that will be on the album. Billy Joe is the singer of Green Day, if you didn't know that. In gaming news, GTA 6 has been announced, and that map is probably going to be pretty big, like really big, even bigger than Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't even played that game, but I heard it's really big. Well, in this description below, I will post this article, but it says there was this checklist problem. The map is probably gonna be really... The map is probably gonna be really... Probably gonna be really big. And GTA 5 was a good sized map. The creators of GTA and Rockstar Games have been saying that if the map is too big, it won't encourage players to explore as much, and they will be just trying to go to this checkpoint to finish the game, and they won't be able to enjoy what the map represents. That's basically what they're saying. So there's this whole controversy. Should the map be really big, or should it be a little bit smaller? That is it for Feece News. It's not that important. Who cares about news? Mostly of it is depressing anyways. Okay everybody, book review. Book review is something I've been looking forward to. So last time I talked about self-help books. These books are pretty cool. They got me through middle school, which was a tough time. Middle school sucks for anybody. But basically, these books helped me, and they were really kind of indulged me in my own imagination. For one, the first book I can give an example of. So The Giver is one book that I really enjoyed. So basically the plot is everyone sees black and white and this kid. The movie is a dumb movie. It's nothing like the book. Don't watch the movie starring Meryl Streep. Read the book only. The book is what is up. But the movie is nothing like the book. So the plot of the book is everyone sees black and white, and he meets this old guy, and he starts talking about what life would be like in color and with love, but they live in a society where they can't have emotions, and everyone's assigned to their own project. It's a very strict mentality. And then I can't ruin what happens next because it's kind of represents what the end of the book is. So you just kind of have to see for yourself what happens at the end if you read it. But it's a really good book about rebelling against the system. Okay, this book I read in senior year. It was actually really interesting. Called Death of a Salesman. It's a kind of depressing. This salesman doesn't do so well, but it's pretty much everything not to do when you're an entrepreneur. But I really enjoyed, it's actually a playwright, and who wrote it? I don't know, I have to look that up. Hey Alexa, who wrote Death of a Salesman?
Death of a Salesman was written by Arthur Miller and published in 1949.
Well, there you go. But yeah, I love that playwright, and I read it with my class, and it was very in-depth. That's stupid.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I'm not talking to you. There's another book I really like called So You Want to Be a Rock and Roll Star? And it was you know that song Closing Time? Closing Time. Anyways, the drummer wrote a book, and it is actually pretty cool. It's about how the band started up and started getting bigger and bigger, and they know him for a couple of good songs. Number 4 is Holes. Have you read that book, Holes? This is like I tried to read this author's other books. Can't remember his name, but he's kind of a goofy author. They weren't as interesting as Holes. Holes was a book about someone who goes to this camp and has to dig holes, and then this whole mystery is behind it. But he has to dig holes for like community service because he got accused of something he didn't do. And then he digs holes, and then he finds out why they're digging holes. Maybe the people are trying to help them find something, but it's this whole mystery. So you have to read the book, but it's really good. And the movie is pretty accurate to the book, I would have to say. It's way better than how the giver represents the giver. That is it for Feece Show. Have a great day.